What's up, comic fans? And it's time to preview the comics coming out July 17th. There's no more DC books dropping on a Tuesday. Everything comes out on Wednesday. Alright, so let's get into the books. We got spec books, we got spotlight books, we got FOC books, and we got the rest of the books coming out this week. And we're going to do it right after this.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Welcome back. Alright, let's get into it. If you've been here before, we start off with those spec books. To me, week. Yes, it is a week for spec. Alright, let's get into it. Annihilation 2099, number 3, first appearance of the Red Hulk 2099. That's all I got from this one. Alright. Yeah, it looks like he's right on the cover. Alright, so there you go. And you got Terrax on there too. Alright, let's get on to the next one. A lot of people like the Red Hulk, so who knows? That could be a good Red Hulk spec. Who knows? I doubt it. Alright, next up we got the Incredible Hulk number 14. This has the first cameo appearance of Ikidu, the first Hulk. Alright, so that's what we got there. Also, there is a, I believe a X-Men or a mutant story in there. As you see on the cover, it says warning, weapon extraction starts inside, part 1 of 8 or whatever it is. They're gonna put this story into several different comics. So if you want to read this Deadpool Wolverine story, you have to get a bunch of different comics. Or you could just wait for it to come out on the app, or I don't know, for them to put it into a book all comprised as one. They're saying it's a free story, but you still gotta pay. You gotta just buy a bunch of different comics instead of one comic. Alright, I only had 2 spec books this week. Like I said, not a huge week for spec in my opinion. But let's move on to those spotlight books. First off, we have Destro number 2. I've been reading the Energonverse. Really good story. This is part of it. Alright, Destro here. So, yeah. Check it out. Next up, we got Phoenix number 1. If you are a fan of Phoenix, this in Jean Grey, this ties into all the new X-Men books. So we got stuff going on here. Yasmin Putri on the cover. Stephanie Phillips writing it. Phoenix and Scott Summers in the book, and there's a bunch of covers on your right side of the screen. Some retailer exclusives, some incentive exclusives, and the covers that are just open order, including a peach, but no Scotty Young. All right. Last up on the spotlight books is Namor number 1. If you just look at Namor, man, he is messed up, right? Broken bones and monitors and oxygen tanks. So, hey, this could be a good read. Namor gets his butt whooped, it looks like. All right, let's get into those FOC books this week. First off, we got Cruel Universe. EC Comics comes back for the first time in like 7 decades. I believe they went defunct in 1956. All right, they were founded in 1944. This is an anthology book. This is science. You see, it says right there, science. They did science. They did horror. I believe they were the originators of Mad Magazine, and they're gonna be revived through Oni Press. Alright. And the Gaines family still owns the rights to this, so they're working with Oni Press to kind of get these books back up that they used to have. Alright. Very cool. Very interesting. And it just has that, like, the cover just has that pop culture 1940, 1950 feel. Alright, moving on to the next FOC book. We got The Power Fantasy by Kieran Gillen and Caspar Wingard. Alright, 2 really good artists, right? Caspar Wingard did Homesick Pilots, and Kieran Gillen has written a lot including The Wicked and the Mind and Die. And then he's done some X-Men and Marvel books too. Yeah, it seems like a really good. I believe there's like 7 or 6 people on Earth with the power to end it, like nuclear power or whatever. Ooh, yeah. Could be a good story. I don't know. All right, moving on. We got X Factor #1. If you're an X-Man, X Factor, X-Person, mutant fan, there you go. From the ashes of Krakoa comes this X Factor book. All right, let's get into the rest of the books coming out this week. Those were your FOC books. Let's go. We're going to start off with Image Comics. Ain't No Grave gets a 3rd printing. Destro #2 is out this week. Fish Flies comes to an end with issue 7 of 7. You still have the G.I. Joe Real American Hero, which is not tied into the Energon verse. That's still going. Let's see what else we can find. Redcoat #4 is out. And if you're a Plastic fan, Plastic Death and Dolls issue #2 is out. I know there's some of you out there. Scarlet #1 gets a 2nd printing. And it gets several 2nd printings, so that's interesting. Misery #2 of 4 comes out this week. That's tied into the Spawn universe. And you get Rat City #4, another Spawn universe book. Undiscovered Country is back with issue #30. I'm so far behind on that book. I just drop it and get the trades when they come out. But I think it's ending soon too. I think this might be the last round. What's the Furthest Place from Here is on issue #19. And then you got some Witchblade. Oh, and I did forget The Walking Dead Deluxe, which is The Walking Dead, but in color now. Boom Studios, boom, here comes the boom, Ready or Not. Briar is on issue 7 of 8, so the penultimate issue is coming out. And, there's a couple of other. Man's Best is on issue 5 of 5, so that's coming to an end as well. Dark Horse Comics has some shot glasses. Or no, pint glasses. Excuse me. DC Comics this week. What do we got? A lot of Batman, some Superman, and there's some Catwoman. I've been reading Catwoman. It's been on and off good. Some stories will really hit you, and then some are like, wow. So, but not wow in a good way. It's like, whoa, I just read that. So I would say it's a very uneven storytelling. But like I said, when it hits, and it hits hard. Dark Knights of Steel, All Winter is out this week. You do have a variant cover with Deathstroke as a reluctant hero. At least that's how it was described. What else do we have? John Constantine Hellblazer on its penultimate issue with issue 7 of 8. Nightwing is on issue #116. The covers of Nightwing are usually pretty dope. Superman #16 is out. That'll be an Absolute Power tie-in. Right. Last week's Action Comics just kind of went old school, which was interesting. Kind of a homage to Denny O'Neil and Neil Adams. Alright, what else do we got as we roll through the DC stuff? Wonder Woman #11, interesting cover. Let's go, we're at Marvel Comics. Whoa, yeah, Marvel, slow down, slow your roll. We got Aliens, but it's the What If version of Aliens. That's on issue #5, right? We got a facsimile of ASM 258. I feel like at this point we're just making facsimiles of, they should just make a facsimile of every cover. Amazing Spider-Man Blood Hunt #3 is out. He's, working with Morbius on that one. Annihilation 2099 is out. And that's the first Red Hulk in that one. Red Hulk of 2099, by the way. Blood Hunters number 4 is out. What else do we have? Daredevil Woman Without Fear number 1, right? Elektra is Daredevil. That should be like volume 2 because we already had a mini with her. I believe it was 3 issues. What else? We got Dracula Blood Hunter number 3. Did I say Spider-Man was working with Dracula in the ASM Blood Hunt? If I did, I meant Morbius. So, my bad. That was confusing. Wolverine gets a second printing with issue number 1. There's a Thor annual out. That's part of that Infinity Watch. Incredible Hulk number 14, possible first appearance in there. Covered that in the spec talk. Hopefully it is. Hopefully it's that first talk. Make sure to thumb through it before you believe me on that first talk. What else we got? Weapon Extraction number 14 teaser cover for Incredible Hulk number 14, which that'll be a B story inside of Incredible Hulk number 14. All right. Namor number 1, all beat up. Alex Maleev did a cover. That's cool. Huh. The Kasara cover with Deadpool. Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe. That's funny. That's interesting. Phoenix number 1. There's going to be a lot of covers for that. That looks cool. Boom, Rose Besh, Peach Momoko. They got Joe Quesada. They got a lot of the A-listers on that one. Scarlet Witch has an issue number 2. Let's go. Let's see what we got. A lot of Deadpool covers. Star Wars number 48 is also out this week if you're a Star Wars fan. A lot of covers for Star Wars 48, by the way. Ultimate Spider-Man number 4 gets a second printing. A design variant, and so does number 5. Design variants for all the issues. Ultimate X-Men number 5 is out with Peach. I think the hype has died a little bit on that book. I'm still reading it. You got another Blood Hunt tie-in with Laura Kinney, and we're gonna move on to Dynamite, where we have the Powerpuff Girls issue number 1. Dynamite's really trying to do kiddie books or like adult books. I don't think there's any in between ground for them. But here you go. You got Red Sonja 2023 number 12. What else? Thundercats are on the loose. Thundercats number 6. A lot of covers for that. And oh, there's a Diamond Select toy. Dungeons and Dragons animated. That's from the animated cartoon series back in the day. Alright, and let's go. What do we got? We got Archie Jumbo Comics Digest number 352. I believe those are all reprints, guys. If you can put that down in the comments and let me know. I haven't read an Archie comic in years. Decades maybe. Alright. Where are we at? We're in the seas. I don't know, guys. If I missed something, let me know. I'm just kind of scrolling through. There's the EC Archives Weird Fantasy. That's a trade, volume 4. They've been reprinting a couple of the old issues and putting them into trades. So not only is EC or Entertaining Comics coming back, but they're also giving you their old stuff back. Elric the Necromancer is a 2-part series coming out of Titan Comics. Let's see. Gun Honey with a Ron Lim foil for $13.99. You can order that. That's issue number 2. Where else? High on Life is on issue number 2 of 4. Unbeing, I guess, is on issue number 2. A lot of 2s and 3s. I mean, a lot of number 1s came out recently, right? Out of Mad Cave Studios, we have Last Wardens number 1. So if you're one of those number 1 chasers, there you go. Massive Comics has Luchaverse number 1. That looks cool. A lot of different covers for that one, so I think they're expecting big things out of that book. We're about halfway through, or at least we're in the M, so we're halfway through the alphabet. Don't actually know how many books come after this. Could be done in the next 30 seconds. But you could have been anywhere in the world and you're here with me, and I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, Jay-Z. Rick and Morty Space Shake Saga. That's a trade. Part 2. Rocketeer breaks free out of IDW, issue number 1. Rocketeer is cool. I remember the movie. I gotta watch it again, see how it holds up. I remember thinking, like, that backpack is really cool, the jetpack. I just don't know what the special effects would look like now. You know, as a kid, it's always different. Star Trek has an annual for you Trekkies. What else? We got some TMNT Saturday Morning Adventures. That's on issue number 15. And then you got the Untold Destiny TMNT of the Foot Clan. That's on issue number 5. Alright. The Valiance is on the penultimate issue with issue 3 of 4. Got some Xenoscope books, Van Helsing. Where we at? Oh, there's a Witcher book, Corvo Bianco. That's on issue number 3. That's been coming out for a little bit. Oh, da-ba-ba. Yeah, we're almost at the end, and we're at the end, guys. So that was this week's comic preview. Okay, do what you want to do. I'm gonna do what I do. Or do what you do. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to get ready for this week's books. If you like the content, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Go ahead and throw me a thumbs up and comment down below. All right? You know what? Deuces and peace. We out.
All right, so Gotham by Best Man number 1. I actually got that last week, or Man's Best, not Best Man. Man's Best number 1, so I'm not sure why that is loaded up here. Oh, you know why? Because we're on the wrong week.